So find yourself a chair. So I've got this, looks a bit like a school chair, this one. So sit yourself on a chair. What I want you to do first is take your feet a little bit wider and have your ankles under your knees and make your feet active. So lift and spread your toes. Great. And just feel for being really balanced on your sitting bones. So you're no slumping in your chair. Sitting with your back straight. So I normally, when I'm doing yoga on a chair, I'll kind of sit forwards a bit. So sit forwards a bit so you're on the chair. There we go. Great. And then let's do a bit of a twist here. So inhale, being straight. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale to the other side. With the active feet thing, the balls of your feet and the heels are pressing down, but your toes are lifted. Feel for your rib cage rotating. Can you get your rib cage to rotate as part of this movement? And you're keeping your legs and your feet really stable. Great. Then I want you to do a thing where you're going to take your rib cage one way, but look the other way with your head. And then rotate your rib cage the other way, but then your head and neck are going the other way. Yes, it's hard. So kind of your ribs, think about it this way, your rib cage and shoulders like are going left, your head's going right. Your rib cage and shoulders are going to the right, head's going left. Just not kind of in a way that feels straining, just within whatever the movement that's possible is. I feel like which way my shoulders moving, which way is my head moving. Still breathing. Just find a way of matching the movement to your breath. Keeping your shoulders relaxed. You're not lifting your shoulders for this. Just your shoulders are twisting one way and then twisting the other way. Okay, great. And then come back to the middle. It's being symmetrical. Just to check that you are sat on your sitting bones and you're not slumped back. So you want to be balanced on your sitting bones, not leaning against the back of your chair. Great. Now bring your feet more to the middle. And let's keep left foot on the floor, but cross your right leg over. If your right leg won't cross over, I want you to cross your right ankle over your left foot. But have your left foot really solid on the floor. So you might need to move your left foot so you feel your left foot solid on the floor. So either crossed at the ankle or crossed over at the knee. Or if you're feeling more flexible, you could have the outside edge of your right resting on the left leg. Okay, great. Inhale, sit up really tall. Exhale, lean forwards towards your leg towards your legs into a forward bend. Let your head relax forwards. And take some deep breaths into your lower back and the back of your ribs. Inhale and sit up. Exhale, rotate your chest and your ribs to the left. To your left. And then lean forwards again. So leaning to the left. Keep your foot that's on the ground really stable and active. Inhale and straighten up. Rotate your ribcage to the right now. So you're keeping your leg the same, but rotate your ribcage to the right and then lean forward that way. Keeping your sitting bones balanced on the chair. Okay, inhale and sit all the way back up. Exhale and change your legs around. So now you've got your right foot on the floor and left foot is crossed over at your ankle, or crossed all the way over, or with the outside edge of your left ankle to your right knee. Okay, so right foot on the floor, great. Inhale, telescope your ribs up. Exhale, lean straight forwards into a forward bend, relaxing your head and connecting your breath with your back and your hips. Make the foot that's on the ground active. Okay, inhale and sit all the way up. Exhale, rotate to the right towards your foot. And then lean forwards from here. Flex your foot that's in the air and make the foot that's on the floor active. Let your jaw relax too. Let your jaw relax. Let the back of your tongue relax. Let your throat relax. Inhale, sit all the way back up. Exhale, rotate your rib cage around to the left. And then come into a forward bend towards your left knee. Okay, inhale and sit back up. Exhale and cross your legs. Bring your feet onto the floor and take your feet kind of wide again. Have your heels on the ground underneath your knees. Again, kind of sitting up straight. Let's do a sequence with Uddiyana and lion's breath here. So you'll sit up straight and take a deep breath in, then hold your breath. Pause for a count of 5. Then do a lion's breath and come into a mini forward bend. Sticking your tongue out, come into a mini forward bend. When you're empty of air, pull your belly back and up and in. So you're sucking in your belly here. Hold on empty for 5, unless it's making you dizzy, in which case keep breathing normally. And then relax your belly, breathe in, sit up straight. Deep breath in, hold for 5. Lion's breath coming forward. Hold on empty, suck your belly in. I'll talk you through one more round. Inhale, sitting straight, belly relaxes. Hold for 5. Exhale with lion's breath. Hold for 5, belly sucking in. 2, 3 more rounds on your own. Make as much noise as you can when you're doing a lion. Don't be timid. Great. After that, bring your feet back to hip joint distance apart. Come back to your normal breath. Great. Let's do a seated cat-cow now. So hands on your knees. And just to begin with, just feel your sitting bones on your seat. Then inhale, rock forwards on your sitting bones. Lift your chest, lift your chin. Only as far as feels comfortable. Exhale, rock backwards on your sitting bones, round your back. Head relaxes forwards. So inhale, rock forwards on your sitting bones, lift your chin, your chest. Exhale, rock backwards to your sitting bones, pull your belly in, round your back, head comes forward. And then keep going with this movement. Exploring the range of movement that you can access in your spine right now. Being aware of initiating this movement from your sitting bones. Two more rounds. And then come to sitting just straight, balanced on your sitting bones now. Great. Now, keep your right foot where it is, but straighten your left leg out in front of you. So your left heel is on the floor. Great. First, just play with bending and flexing your foot. Feeling how it is to point your toes and then pull your toes in towards your knee. Great. And then with your hands on your right leg, lean forwards. So you start to feel a stretch in the back of your straight leg. So your left leg's staying straight. So left leg staying straight. Yeah, so left leg is forward. Yeah. Well, whichever leg you're doing is forward. The leg's straight, doesn't matter which one. And you're leaning forward, so you feel a stretch in the back of your leg. If you want to also add in the pointing and flexing here, you could. If that just feels like too much, then keep your foot static. Right, then sit up and switch your legs around. So start just by sitting upright with the other leg straight and doing some pointing and flexing of the other foot now. Feeling the muscles in your leg moving as you do this. Going as smoothly as you can. So it's actually moving my whole hip forwards and backwards as I do this. Great, and then keeping that leg straight, bring both hands onto your left thigh, leaning forwards to a point that feels like you're getting a stretch, but it's still comfortable. And if you want to then add the pointing and flexing back in, feel free to do that. Right, sit back up, bring both feet underneath your knees. Let's do some kind of abs, but just like sat in the chair. Place both hands on your belly. Inhale, feeling really straight. Exhale, gather your belly in. Move both halves of your belly towards the midline. Move your front lower ribs in and your lower belly in. Inhale, relax your belly. Exhale, gather your belly in, both halves towards the midline. Front lower ribs in subtly, lower belly in. Great, do that 2 more times. Connecting to the sense of gathering in. Great. We'll continue doing that, but what I want you to do next time is you'll lift your left knee. So just inhale, relax your belly. Exhale, gather your belly in and lift your left knee up. You can slightly round your back as you do that if you want to. Inhale, foot on the floor. We'll go to the other side. Exhale, right knee lifts, belly gathers in. Inhale, foot on your floor. Exhale, gather your belly in. Left foot lifts. Have a sense of your belly helping to lift your leg. Inhale, foot on the floor. Exhale, right. If I connect to my belly, I can lift my knee much higher. It's very interesting. Okay, keep going. Do 2 more on either side. Making that connection to your belly a really central part of what's going on here. Right. After that, relaxing your feet on the floor. Let's do a little bit of inward rotation with the legs now. So let's keep the right leg static, but you'll be taking your left leg into internal rotation. Your left knee is basically going to stay where it is, but it's going to rotate, and your left foot's going to go off to the side. So let's do this on an exhale again. So inhale, sitting straight. Exhale, rotate your left foot to the left knee staying where it is. Inhale, foot comes back down. Exhale, so stay with the same side. Foot goes to the left, might just be a tiny movement. Other way, Helen. Yeah, that way. Yeah, inhale, coming back down. Do 2 more on this side. Without straining. Might just be a small movement. And one leg might be really different to the other one. Let's try the right leg now. So next time you exhale, right foot is swinging to the side. Inhale, foot comes back to where it is, but not swinging, like quite controlled movement. My right knee is pretty much staying where it is, but the leg is inwardly rotating. So the foot lifts, and comes back down. So on the exhale, rotating and lifting. Inhale, coming back down. Let's do 1 or 2 more. Okay, great. Give your legs a rest now. Now, let's do like a banana. So take your left arm up in the air and hold on to your hand, and then lean to your right. Don't lean back against the back of your chair. I want you to keep your feet on the floor. I'm just moving back so people can see me. So with all of these exercises, you're supporting your own weight. You're still staying really straight. So just leaning over to your right now. If your shoulders feel uncomfortable with this, then you can relax your arms, but I want you to go to that sense of side bending in your spine. So your spine, yeah. However much of a side bend you've got. Inhale, feel your feet on the floor. Exhale, soften around your shoulders. Okay, and then Switch to the other side, either with your arms in the air or relax your arms down if your shoulders aren't feeling so good with this. Feet stay active. And with a subtle sense of pressing down into your sitting bones. So your spine is not collapsed. Even though you're in a side bend, there's a subtle lengthening of your spine that's happening. Okay, back to the middle, relax your arms. So let's do a couple of rounds of shoulder shrugs whilst we're here. Let's do something different with the legs though. So is it going to work? Yeah, try and if you can straighten both your legs out forward on the floor. So your heels are on the floor. If that doesn't work, just have your feet underneath your knees. Great, but we'll do some shoulder shrugs now. So arms really relaxed. Inhale, scrunch your shoulders up. Then take your shoulder blades back. Squeeze the top of the shoulder blades together. Exhale, melt your shoulder blades down. Your back. Great. Inhale into your upper back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, smelt your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale into your upper back. Squeeze your elbows together. Squeeze the bottom parts of your shoulder blades together. Exhaling, melt your shoulder blades down your back. Great. Let's do another round. Inhale into your upper back. Shoulders go back and up and back. Squeeze the top of your shoulder blades in. Exhale, soften them down. Inhale, relax your upper back. Mid shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, shoulder blades edge down your back. Inhale into your upper back. Squeeze your lower shoulder blades together. Really squeeze them in. Exhale, soften your shoulder blades down. Great. Bring your feet back underneath your knees and now step your feet wide to do a forward bend here. So with your hands on your thighs, lean forwards as far as feels comfortable. Or if it feels totally comfortable, you might be able to dangle your arms or have your hands on the floor. Like whatever feels good for you right now. Take some slow breaths into your lower back and your sacrum here. You could even try doing like a mini tilt here. So even whilst you're in this forward bend, as you inhale, subtly point your tailbone back. As you exhale, subtly move your tailbone inwards. And that might be an actual movement or just something, just a kind of idea of movement that you're playing with. Okay, then sit all the way up. Oh, they're emptying the bottle bins outside. This is clearly a new Tuesday thing. The bottle bins get empty during yoga. That's no fun. Okay, one more thing. So come back to your belly with your hands on your belly. Feet like on the floor, so you're like really stable here. Okay. Inhale, expand your side and back ribs. Exhale, gather your belly in. Inhale, expand your ribs. Exhale, gather your belly in. Inhale, expand your ribs. Bring your hands to the side with your palms facing forwards. Exhale, gather your belly in. And you sweep your arms out to the side, however high feels comfortable for you today. Inhale, relax your belly, lower your arms. Exhale, gather your belly in. Take your arms out to the sides. Keep going with this. Kind of just respecting your shoulders, how far feels good. And keeping a really strong connection to your core as you move. So it's like there's a sense of connection between your core and your arms. They're not disconnected things. There are internal connections between of fascia, of muscles, of bones, of cells in between your arms and your core. We'll continue with this movement, but just change the angle with your arms. Next time your arms come down, turn your palms so they face in towards your thighs. And the next time you exhale, just sweep your arms forward with your palms facing each other. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, gather your belly in, arms come forwards. Inhale, arms come down, belly relaxes. Exhale, gather your belly in, track your arms forwards. Again, you can take your arms as far as kind of feels comfortable in your shoulders, and it feels that you can keep that connection to your core. So there's something going on that connects your belly and your hands. Okay, great. Relax your arms. And let's work with a breath practice here. So you'll inhale until you're full. Exhale until you're empty. Then inhale 10%. And then exhale. So you're taking the second mini inhale. So inhale fully and slowly. Exhale slowly and completely. Mini inhale. So inhale completely. Exhale completely. Mini inhale. Exhale completely. Continuing in that pattern. Let this be the last round. Thank you for coming. See you very soon.